Welcome to knowing your product. This is a great topic, one that catches a lot of people out and one where a lot of people make a lot of serious money. Knowing your product. Do you know, this question catches a lot of people out when we ask them, what are you actually really selling? And people look at us with a weird look on their face. And we look back at them with a weird look on their face, and then they look back at us with a weird look on their face. It's a tricky question. Most people just say, but I'm just selling lawn mowing. I'm just selling this tennis ball. I'm selling this coffee mug. But the fact of the matter is, that seldom is the case. And we'll get to that a bit later in the video. Looking at your product and what you're selling, what are your points of difference in the marketplace? Are you just selling the same as everyone else, or does your product have some unique features and benefits that would really make it stand out? A pretty important part of this is actually working out what is a feature and how is that different to a benefit. A feature is typically something like the video camera we're using to record this has a bright red light on the front that's glowing in my eyeballs right now. That's a feature. The benefit is that I can actually tell that it's recording right now. So when we go to load this up, hopefully we have a great chance of it succeeding, knowing that it's been recording. That's the benefit. As opposed to if there was no light, the feature, then we'd could have to shoot this video 5 times over, and that would just be terrible. So that's the key difference between features and benefits, and it's a real trap when you're just starting out in marketing. Very, very critical to understand what are the features of my product and how does that translate to the benefits. This leads into the next part, which is we have another video which you'll see when you scroll through the website on market research. Very, very important, because the critical thing is when you're going to really sell your product and understanding it is knowing who your customers are and knowing what they want. And when we say knowing, we mean really, really having an intimate understanding of who they are and what drives them. What features do they like, and what are the benefits that they'll be deriving from the use of a product in your industry. A typical example might be if it's a product for people who have arthritis, the feature may be that it has oversized handles. The benefit being it doesn't put so much stress through people's joints and hence pain through their arthritis, because it's making their life easier. So things like that are very, very important to understand with your product. The other thing is it's really important to think outside the square with your product and your understanding of it. If you're just going to be selling another Me Too product, unless you can really, really do very well on price and you can buy or manufacture much cheaper than your competitors, it'll be very, very rare that you'll have a huge win in the marketplace and really be able to take some market share. It's much more about thinking outside the square and having that understanding of who your customers are and how you can add more features which translate into benefits for your clients. This comes on to the next part in having that understanding, how can I add value through the product and the distribution to those customers. There's no point having a great product for arthritis if it's distributed in a place where people who have arthritis typically would not be able to access it. E.g., if your target group potentially sought out these products through pharmacies, however, there was no pharmacies within 50 kilometres of where your target group was, that would be a case of not really adding value. So maybe in that scenario, you might set up a mobile pharmacy where you go to the customer base, because then you could really add value and get a premium for your product. So watch the other videos on market research, work out what you're really selling, what are the benefits that you're selling, focus on them, and get out there and have a red hot go. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.